What we sometimes do with the full-time course is take the students away from the class. For example, at the end, normally in July when they're nearly finishing the master, we take them on a day trip around Madrid. The idea is that they are our tour guides, so each student has a building or monument that they have to talk about, and throughout the tour they have to stand up maybe on the side of a road and lecture us or teach us about this building.
It was on this fortress that the old Alcázar was constructed in the 16th century.
This king provided the bank with capital, so because of that it started to work better.
I can start by mentioning the Metropolis building, that for me is one of the most beautiful and fanciest buildings in Madrid.
We're walking around the city, there's lots of noise from the cars, general public walking past, and they stand there and give us 5-minute presentations on these buildings, which shows how fantastic their English is at the end of the course.
After various interruptions, owing to the intense political situation, there were several wars, several civil wars, the Carlist Wars, because some people didn't want a woman, in this case Elizabeth II, to become the Queen of Spain.
The day trip boosts their confidence because they're actually able to see how well they've improved their speaking skills.
Good morning, everybody. Now I'm here to talk about the history of Madrid from the 1550s to today.
In Leonor's case, when she started out, she had a very difficult time speaking in front of her colleagues, and she was very shy, so it took her a little bit to overcome her nerves. Now she's confident, she has absolutely no problem speaking in any situation, and with the help that we've given her here, she will have absolutely no problems getting by in the real world.
That's all. Thanks for your attention, and if anyone has any questions, I will be glad to answer.
Hello Tom, how's it going?
Good, thank you. Do you want to take a seat? Every month the students are given a report which tells them their grades, so in a number figure how they've done, and also the teachers write comments.
We grade the students every month, and so we give them the highlights on their improvements and also the things that they need to improve on.
And your grades are absolutely fantastic. If you look here at the averages, you've got mainly 9s and mostly 10s here. So you've got 2 9s and the rest 10s, which is the maximum, which is very, very good. Okay.
The different areas that we look at are, for example, their grammar, the effort that they're making, which is very important, pronunciation, fluency, and confidence.
The comments are good, and they say that your effort has improved greatly. Even here in the areas to improve, Alice is still saying that basically you're doing a fantastic job and you need to continue doing what you're doing. Okay.
The last few months, they recommend that I used to improve my intonation and my pronunciation, and I'm starting to work on it.
These are your grades that you've got over the month. The comments are very, very positive. They just want you to review some of the basics, okay? So here, for example, there are no formal exams or assessments because at the end of the master, the students can write emails, they can go to business meetings, they can understand everything. And in fact, although they don't do an exam, every class they go to and every piece of homework they do is graded.
The grades are important because each student can see their progression, and if at any moment there is a drop in any of the specific areas, we know that we need to work on that. And the student also knows that they need to make the extra effort to work in that area.
Okay, so just want to go through your report for last month. So if we look at the grades are very good. Here, okay, the average that you've got, they're all very, very high. Carmen just recommends in the last month that we look at perfecting the pronunciation. So try and listen to the radio so you can hear English, and then try and read out loud as well. If you continue to do this, it really helps because also it makes your fluency better because you're used to saying the grammar structures. So everything you say becomes natural. So it really does help because that way you're listening to the accent.
In my particular case, I have to improve my pronunciation. This is my weak point. This is the most difficult thing that I have to do with the English, with the pronunciation. But
how long do you spend reading out loud a day, roughly?
Almost the whole chapter I have to read every day. So.
Perfect. So keep up the good work, and it's really good that you started reading out loud, and you'll really see a difference. So have a read of this, and then ask me if you have any questions.
Well,
okay.
See you.
Thanks, Quintin.
And so that constitutes every day of the program except 24 days. Those other 24 days, the student disappears from here, from our offices or from the classroom, and goes out to what we call Vaughan Town or Vaughan Town.
Next week we have our third Vaughan Town. It's in Monfragüe. We have been 2 times before. It was great. In fact, I'm looking forward to going again.
They have to be among 15 to 20 native English speakers who are not teachers, who don't speak Spanish, and who have come as volunteers to talk, and to talk non-stop until the student develops an ear and breaks the barriers, the psychological barriers, to confident communication.
And it's very interesting for us because nobody is correcting us. It's also very, very tough because we have to concentrate all the day.
It's a change of environment because you are in the master, you are every day doing the same thing, 5 hours of class, 5 hours of homework.
You can hear the real English, so yeah, you are going to improve a lot.
As we say in England, you cut the apron strings,
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
You're not a little boy.
You have to speak with an Anglo about whatever you want, about life, about whatever, and you have to maintain a conversation.
When they go to Vaughan Town, it's a real-life environment where people have no idea about Spanish, they have no idea how to teach English, and they just speak to them.
When we are in class, we are learning grammar. Here you can speak as if you were on holidays. You can improve your abilities in fluency, listening comprehension. You can put yourself in a normal situation.
They come to Spain to teach English, but I think
you talk about whatever. With every Anglo is different. You can find an Anglo from the United States, South Africa, from Australia, and I can say that I made a good improvement.
I met this group back in January, where they were kind of shy and kind of reserved. Now their confidence level is a lot higher. They feel comfortable. The way they communicate and express themselves, a lot of confidence. They're having a lot of confidence with the language.
Every time they come back from Vaughan Town, we notice a dramatic improvement in their listening comprehension skills and their confidence.
We have to get by without a teacher. We have to face the real English. People don't speak slowly like a teacher. They speak faster, and after this week you realize that you can understand so much better.
We send the students to Vaughan Town because it's almost like an intense month or 2 months even in a native speaking country, and they have intense activities, games and one-to-ones for a week. So roughly the students speak at least 15 hours of English a day.